New day, new injury report. And while it looks like the Bears are going to be getting Jalen Johnson back, Kyler Gordon and TJ Edwards are still questionable for Sunday. We're going to talk about it all and more. But first, you know what we got to do. Let's go ahead and play that intro.
You are now tuned in to Chicago Bears Central, your number one place for all Chicago Bears news and content.
What's going on, Bears fans? Welcome to another episode of Chicago Bears Central, your number one spot for everything Chicago Bears related. We got the whole team in the building today. We got C-Dub, Bobby, myself, Haize in the building today. And fellas, we are a couple of days away from more Chicago Bears football. And while the last game ended in heartbreak for us, we're used to it. It ain't nothing new here at Chicago Bears Central. But with that said, so the Bears had an injury report today, and while there's some positive, I say let's start in reverse. Let's get the negative out the way. Grady Jarrett and Kyler Gordon still did not practice their second day in a row. It's Thursday, so we got 2 more days to get cleared before Sunday. How you guys feeling?
I'm a little disappointed. I'm disappointed in Grady Jarrett. I just to the fact that I just want him out here. They need his leadership and experience out there on the football field. But with Kyler Gordon, I'm disappointed on another level. Like it's starting to become a stigma for my man. Every fucking year, it's bunches of 3 to 4 fucking games where we don't have one of our best young players on the field. Now I know he ain't on purpose getting himself injured on purpose, but I'm sorry, this is reality. We need our best players on the field, and if you cannot stay healthy, what is there to say? That's not saying that I'm not I'm giving up on Kyler Gordon, but it's getting frustrating each and every fucking season that this kid is missing a bunch of fucking games, bro.
Yeah, and this lower leg stuff too. I thought he was a guy that did a bunch of dancing back in the day. I thought the legs were supposed to have some strength. You know what I'm saying? But it's a bit frustrating though. But ultimately, hey, I want him as healthy as possible, especially coming off a hamstring because you know those things are tricky. You definitely don't want it to you don't want to re-aggravate anything. You don't want to come into the season rushing them back and then you miss them. Not saying that the games don't count now, but when the games become a bit more meaningful down the line, like late October, November-ish, starting around there, when you got to go against the Baltimore Ravens, got to go and see the Cincinnati Bengals, got to go against the Packers and play a couple more divisional games later in the season. So it does suck right now, and I understand your frustration, but I'd rather, bring them along slowly, for sure.
Yeah, I think with Kyler, I see the comment from Jimmy. He's like, I'm sorry, but our secondary looked fine without him. It looked okay, but let's be clear here. Kyler Gordon is going to be used in more than just covers. Like we're talking about, like this is Dennis Allen's Swiss Army knife. He was going to be used he's going to be used as a linebacker. He's going to be used in run blitzing. He's going to be used in pass blitzing. He makes the job easier, really, on just about every facet of the game of football. And getting him and Jalen Johnson back out there, you're going to get to see the optimal version of what Kyler Gordon can bring. Now, for what it's worth, the most games that he's ever missed in his NFL career is 4, and that was in his second year. So it's not like he's missing 6, 7 games. Something like that. Like he's not Tevin Jenkins out there, right? But it does start becoming a thing to where it's like, you want to be out there more than you're not. But I think even like last year, 15 games play. Like this is the NFL. There very few players play all 17 games. So I'm not going to hold that too much against him. But it is starting to become a thing where you're looking at like, bro, we need you out there. Like, especially this year now, like, there's no cornerback that replicates everything that Kyler Gordon can do here at the nickel. We just don't have that. And so I want to be in a place finally of luxury for the Bears. I want to have something that we say, hey, not every team has this. Unfortunately, Kyler Gordon's not been able to get out there yet. And, it's only one game. But, hopefully if he does miss this Sunday's game, if that's it and he's out there for the next 15, we'll forget about it. But it just sucks because the defense looked really good, but imagine what it looked like with TJ and Jalen and Kyler Gordon out there.
That's all I'm saying, man. I'm just a little bit frustrated as a fan. I do understand that injuries do happen in this gladiator type sport that we love here in America, but just to be silly, When have you ever heard Peter Parker getting a hamstring injury?
That's what, it is funny to have the nickname Spider-Man and like you getting lower body injuries. Like, what are we doing here, my boy? You're supposed to be limber. What are we doing here, my guy? So I feel you on that one for sure. Now, the Grady Jarrett aspect of it. How concerned are you? Second practice in a row for Grady Jarrett. Now, the Dayo Oyingbo had himself a he filled up the stat sheet, really good game, but we've already seen what it's like when a cog of that defensive line can fall out. Now, we still got Andrew Billings ready to step in. We know what he meant to the defensive line last season, but how concerned are you for Grady Jarrett to miss some time if that happens?
Grady Jarrett is a veteran in this game. I still feel a way that I want all of our best players that we have on the football field. But once again, I do understand that this is a violent sport and injuries do happen. I just want our best players on the field at all times. And if that means taking care of yourself, taking it easy, in certain practices or something, do anything, invest $1 million in your body or something like LeBron James. Do whatever you got to do to get to the football field, bro. Because damn, could we ever get our whole team on the fucking field, bro?
Shout out to Pops joining the chat.
Shout out to my pops in the building. Shout out to Dad.
For sure. But yeah, man, I think that's definitely something that we're gonna be watching for. But ultimately, the good thing is that we got depth at that position with Andrew Billings. Obviously, you might not see him a whole lot out of there. If Grady is not gonna go Sunday, that means the guy that keeps last in cuts is gonna get some.
You fucking kidding me right now?
I'm so serious. The guy that makes it through every training camp cut might get some opportunity. And hey, I at some point you got to do something on the field, right? At some point, I'm just saying.
Bro, my question is, when it comes to Dominique Robinson, who do you got who you got pictures of, my boy? What happened? Who did you catch in an uncompromising situation?
He got them Kawhi fouls, boy.
He is indestructible, bro. I'm sorry. He indestructible, bro.
Bro, at this point, bro, like literally, when the world ends, there's gonna be three things alive: the cockroaches, Dominique Robinson, and Donald Trump. There's gonna be three things alive, bro.
I think he hit it right on the head, Drip. Wow.
For sure.
But yeah, man. But you know, I don't expect Grady to be out for a long time. Even if he does miss a game, it feels like it's something that's not gonna hopefully linger on. But like I said, you know, right now it's looking unlikely. But we've seen injury statuses change from one day to a couple of days. They're going to put out reports Friday and Saturday before the final one Sunday morning. So we'll wait and see as we go with that one. But let's talk about the guys that are returning for sure. Jalen Johnson, DJ Moore were both full participant in practice the last 2 days. Jalen did miss last game. DJ Moore went down in the last game after a nasty hit, but you know he's back out there. How do you feel about specifically Jalen Johnson? Because we haven't gotten to see him on the field yet.
Oh, that's great, man. Just like I said earlier, we need our best players on the field. He is, in fact, our best cornerback out there, Pro Bowl cornerback. And Jalen Johnson, I think he could come in and stabilize the defense a little bit. Not fully make it better. We need all our guys, and Kyler Gordon and Grady Jarrett, all our guys on one accord. But he definitely going to help the defense be a little bit better. Even though I think they played pretty well the first game of the season. But it'll be a good thing once we get my guy Jalen Johnson on the field, and maybe we won't have to worry about that side of the field. Maybe Allen's job becomes easier as defensive coordinator. Hey man, bring him back. I cannot wait, man.
For sure, I agree with that. And Steven Smith, if you want to be sensitive, this is not the channel for you, my boy. We gonna have fun. We gonna talk our shit over here. If you're new to the show, welcome in. But we have fun over here. If that calls for a couple jokes, if you ain't grow up cracking jokes on your own uncle, your own homies, I'm sorry. This ain't the place for you, because that's what we do each and every day.
Plus, my boy spelled like he got Tourette's, bro. Like he spelled like he got a seizure in the middle of trying to give that YouTube comment, bro. But
like, bro, we can have fun and talk football, bro. That's just life. This barbershop talk, you know what I'm saying? But we do ours a little bit more with a little funk. But I'm happy to see Jalen Johnson come back, man, because I think that'll be a huge boost for this Bears defensive backfield, and looking on how these guys started and looking at how those guys started off the game on Monday, it was impressive, to be honest. Before the fourth quarter, that defense performed really damn well. And then just to add on to that, hey, I'm with it. Let's go ahead and add on to that so we can get our best guys ready to go. I think that as time goes on, you want as many bodies on the field as you can possibly have, so this unit can really get it rolling. Because I think that, and I honestly respect them for holding themselves accountable for that fourth quarter. Obviously, it's more than just that thing, but I'm ready to see these guys go into Detroit and see if they can pull out a win.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing, is getting out there and whatever it takes, and so getting Jalen Johnson back out there, and like you said, Dub, for him to shut down one side of the field is crazy, bro. And first of all,
I knew it.
Hey, my girl wouldn't even touch you if you can't spell right, because she's got several master's degrees. So that's the first thing. So you falling off a cliff there. Secondly, bro, you need to worry about why your mama took all them cum shots to the back of her throat and not one of those strands of DNA fell on your brain, my boy. Like, how, like, she swallowed so many kids. You was the one that survived and still can't think. That's crazy. That's wild.
You see?
Damn,
party.
bro.
You didn't even have to be a victim, my boy. All you had to do was spell better. Like, now you on the Summer Jam screen. Anyway, DJ Moore, though, I that was a nasty hit by DJ Moore. I don't know about, I think at the time we all kind of was like, damn, that looked pretty nasty. So if he on pace not to miss any time, I think that's really good, because that hit. Caleb, listen, DJ Moore had to go to. Caleb owed him a couple of steak dinners after that one, because Caleb hung him out to dry on that one, my boy.
Oh, yeah,
I feel like once they got to the locker room, Caleb's, hey, bro, what's your Cash App, your Zelle, Venmo, like whatever it is, bro.
But this is DJ Moore, though, ain't it, nephew? Like, he never like really.
He doesn't really miss any time.
Yes, and if he take big hits, he'll be in like a 2 or 3 more plays. He'll be right back in the game.
Tough football. He was in on the last drive when
he
they
was in on the last drive.
You know what I'm saying? Make something shake.
That's a fact. That's a fact. The last guy that I do want to talk about, of course, Roshan, limited participant. Jahade Walker, limited participant the last couple of weeks. Getting those guys back for depth is really important. But one more key starter, limited participant the last 2 days, TJ Edwards. Now, that linebacking core, even without TJ, looked pretty damn good. Noah Sewell and Tremaine Edmonds did they thing. They did their thing, fam. And so now you get an opportunity to get your full linebacking core out there. How you guys feeling?
Oh man, this is going to be fantastic. I think TJ Edwards is close to being one of our best defenders. You could think Jalen Johnson if you want. Some people might, for some reason, say Montez Sweat, but I think TJ Edwards is up there. All he do is keep his head down and go play football.
Bro, you said hit the nail on the head. He just casually puts up 100 tackles, bro.
That's
casually,
it, bro.
like you look up at the stat sheet, casually 15, 20 tackles. Like, what are we doing, bro?
Yeah, bro, it's good to see him get ready and make his way back. And shout out to the Young Bucks for filling in. Like, it was a lot of Nick McLeod, Nashawn Wright after a bad preseason. He made some good plays. Did had a bonehead PI play, but ultimately, man, I'm ready to see these guys get back. But I do know if TJ Edwards needs one more game, after not seeing the guy forever, I got a little bit of belief in Noah Sewell. I ain't gonna lie.
Noah Sewell, bro, good drip.
Noah Sewell is the player right now that I had no expectations for Noah Sewell anymore as a football player. I'm not even gonna lie to you, 0 expectations.
And it was fair.
And after the preseason, after that game, it's like, hey, bro, like, how do you go from somebody that had no expectations to now I'm looking at you like, hey, if you keep that up, hey, we can't let you go. Like, it's just period, bro. Like,
for real. He a big body, 260. He run sideline to sideline. Aggressive, brings pain. I like what I'm seeing so far from this kid, bro. He did give up a touchdown, though. He did give up a touchdown.
Yeah, I mean, but at that point, though, like I said with me, I give the defense a little slack because, like, they 3.5 quarters, they was on point, bro.
It was balling.
Right. Yeah, we got to be fair with the defense. They did. We was missing too many starters just to grade their performance from the last game. You got to give them like a B, bro. Like, how they held it down. You got to score points. That's it.
I agree with that. And even with that, man, the defense still took accountability for letting the game go. Because
Absolutely.
they still felt like they could have made a play. But we all know the entire context behind it is that our offense had to go out there and support them as well. And I think Ben Johnson understands that as well, especially with his latest comments about the run game. Because all of us after the game was like, bro, Kyle Monanga had no run, no rush.
No touches is crazy,
like,
bro.
that was crazy to me. So, and just one real quick point, because I looked at Ben Johnson. I'm like, bro, what are you doing? Because in that third quarter,
hold on real quick, Bobby. Hold on.
Go ahead.
Because first of all, it took you 3 tries and you still making the same joke. Just because somebody else has a master's degree does not like. See, that's how I know you're stupid. You're just retarded and you're dumb. Because you heard one thing and now I made your joke for you. You're so busy hanging on something I said that is now you have no other jokes to be made. Yet you the motherfucker in my YouTube comment section looking for attention from me because your daddy didn't give a shit after busting that loose ass nut in your mama. Like, come on, my boy. The only reason you here is because Plan B was not available at the time, bro. Like, come on, calm the fuck down, my boy. Your jokes are corny. You're corny. You in here adding into what we got going on, and you see, you're so fucking remedial that you don't understand that this is extra, my boy. You can never match what I do. Because, first of all, I actually can talk correctly like a human being, my boy. You still typing like a 5-year-old who's on their mama's internet plan. Get your life together.
Oh my God, would you please chill, Steven? Just chill.
Just cook, bro.
Just sit back.
Also, I need everybody stop trying to argue with the people with the mic. You will never win.
You don't have. You
can't win.
You didn't.
He's not raised. That's it.
All right,
that's it.
Can we just get him out of here? Somebody
now you gotta go.
I rage baited you. Escort the dummy to the door.
Yeah. Anyway.
But my last point is I felt like Ben Johnson, he gonna learn a lot from this first game, because in that third quarter, DeAndre Swift 3 straight times had good finishes to the run, and one of them he ran through a tackle, jumped up, flexed a little bit. That's when the Darnell Wright false start holding play call. And then it all broke loose after that.
The Phantom one.
Mm-hmm. Definitely was a Phantom one, but Ben Johnson gonna learn a lot too.
Yeah, absolutely. He definitely need to call a better game. That was his first game as a head coach, though. You know what I'm saying? He ain't just the offensive coordinator. He worried about an entire team.
Now this is a friendly roast, y'all. Vern, what the fuck is the title of the goddamn video? This nigga came in here talking about what the title of the video is, like he came with some exclusive information. Did you look at the thumbnail, my boy?
Shout out to Vern.
Shout out to Vern, bro. Vern support all the channels we got, but that was crazy, my boy. That was wild.
Oh my goodness.
B-Dog be on it, with that, did you miss me? What's up, dog?
Hey, did y'all know what y'all talking about happened in the title? Did y'all know that? What we doing?
Come on, V-Dog. V-Dog.
It's like walking into Burger King like, hey, y'all know y'all got burgers in this month? Did y'all know that? Anyway, my bad. Go ahead, dog.
Damn, what the fuck I was saying? Yeah, Bears win. Try to win this game coming up. Shit, I forgot what I was saying, Drip.
No, but the running game is something that, and don't get me wrong, like I'm not blaming it completely on Swift, even though he was the primary runner. Like the Bears just didn't get into any rhythm, and I think with the run game you have to get into a rhythm. They didn't catch a rhythm at all in last game, but you can't, like, you're not going to do that if you're just keeping the same runner. You got to mix up the look or something, bro. Yeah. Like. And we didn't do that. I know Roshan wasn't healthy. We ran in with 2 running backs, and of course DJ Moore's going to line up a running back some. But like, you got to get Kyle Monanga got some touches.
How about just running on first down? It seemed like damn it, he was play action on first down a lot.
Well, that first drive, I don't think we had an actual run play. Well, we was doing those short passes to the running backs.
Like bro, like please, like run the ball on first down, man.
Yeah, because if we looking on to the Vikings, who broke the game open for them was Jordan Mason. It wasn't Aaron Jones. Yeah. Aaron Jones just hit us with the finish him. That's it. So, yeah, Ben, he going to learn a lot from that first game for sure.
That's a fact. And, I mean, I said that on my show the day after, is that, like, I could think yesterday or Monday was a reminder that Ben Johnson is a rookie head coach. And then his
Yes.
press conference afterwards reminded, he even kind of acknowledged that, like, yeah, like when he said the people in the booth were like, yeah, don't challenge that. And he was like, I'm going to challenge it anyway. Like, that's crazy. He's like, hey, don't challenge that. It's not going to go for you. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to challenge it anyway. But that's just that's that rookie head coach stuff where it's like you feel like you have to make the right decision and you have to take certain chances with stuff where it's like, trust the people around you. Like, you created one of the best coaching staffs we've had in a long time. Trust those guys that are in the booth and stuff like that. Trust those guys.
And that's why
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, and that's what he told us why he brought them over here. He need people he can trust. So listen to your people.
And DeAndre Swift, bro, he looked the same, bro. He's still trying to bounce that motherfucker outside. He looked like the same DeAndre Swift to me, bro. Like, come on, bro.
We know who Swift is. That's why you need Monangai and Roshan out there, because those are the two that are going to run between the tackles.
That's why I didn't understand why they didn't give him one. Just give him one shot at it, Ben.
Yeah.
I see a little bit of a difference from him is I see him more attacking the gaps more so than last year, but he ain't that type of guy that's gonna go in through and, you know what I'm saying, be that what is it called?
Power back going through.
Yeah, the power back.
Yeah.
And pretty much, you know, break the game open. That's why we was like, where the hell is Kyle? Come on now.
Yeah.
So I get you though.
Did he?
Last time before we get up out of here, fellas, I had created a poll on our YouTube channel where I asked, how long should the Bears stick with Caleb Williams as a starter before considering change? And surprising, despite what social media would have you say, 69% of almost 1,000 people that voted said give him the full season no matter what. 21% said into the bye week of week 5. And of course, only 6% said bench him now for Tyson Bagent. Question I want to throw to you guys, how much patience do you want to, do you think should be given to Caleb Williams? You're like, I'm of the mind that he's going to start. He's going to be the starter for the future. But like, how bad do things have to get before you think Ben Johnson does and the Bears do say, let's try something different? How bad does it have to get?
Oh, he has to be shit out there. He hasn't even came close to looking like shit. He ain't been perfect, but he ain't shit out there. He does have to improve. I don't see any case where we bench him this season. That's just out of the question for me. I've seen him play better. I've seen him play better with bad coaching. This kid's gonna get it. It's his first. It's his 15th offensive coordinator and 15th head coach. Get a kid a fair shot. Who the fuck? You could put Aaron Rodgers or you could put Tom Brady, and they'll still have problems with how many offensive coordinators and head coaches he had in the first 2 years of his season. Just imagine that Tom Brady had 4 fucking offensive coordinators in 2 years. He ain't gonna be that successful. I wouldn't bet on him being successful, but I just say sit back and just chill. The talents that this kid is unquestioned. He's just trying to learn a new offense. It's a new coach, new offensive coordinator. He's gonna be okay.
Yeah, I think that's why I said I'm giving it time before I really start my evaluation until after the bye week. Simply because, like, before we seen teams play or before we start looking into, you know, the actual makeup of teams that's going to be on this schedule, I would admit I overlooked the Vikings because that, like, while doing and breaking down what they brought to their team, I literally forgot that these guys went heavy in the trenches on both sides of the football this offseason. And that was something that at least we should have brought to the table. But when it comes to Caleb Williams, I'm not going to sit there and try to rush the process, me personally, simply because once you go ahead and shit the toilet, if it's a dirty toilet, you need a bunch of bleach to clean it. And he was being taught all this nonsense last year, going through Shane Waldron, thinking shit funny while we losing. Ain't nothing funny, bro. And then now whatever goes out with those stories or what those stories are saying, but at the end of the day, now he has to learn something new. Obviously, he needs to clean up on footwork. He looks too scattered, and I think right now he's thinking too much. And I think that with a few games under his belt, that's when you're going to see him settle down a little bit. But I also think Ben Johnson has to help him settle down as well with the running game, and his teammates got to rally around him. I think that has to be a point of emphasis from one of I think Cole Kmet, DJ Moore. I know that the coaching staff don't really want too many people talking to him, But somebody that veteran in that receiver group got to be, hey man, we know you missed it, but next time let's make sure we hit that. You know what I'm saying? Pick your teammate up, because y'all ain't winning no games if he suck. That's just the reality. Y'all ain't winning no games if he suck.
Yeah, that's
so y'all got to pick your brother up and keep it pushing. But I'm gonna give it time, man. I'm gonna give it time. But I definitely want to see some progression as the week goes on.
And there was an article that came out as far as teammates at sharing their frustration with Caleb Williams. Now, this did come from CHGO. To take that for what you will. We know that right now they own the outs, but they did say that some of the things that the teammates talked to him about, and they honestly didn't present this as like drama. They more so presented it as like his teammates, to what you said, pulling him aside, that they talked about his communication with teammates in the huddle, identifying defensive looks, and they want him to adjust plays more at the line of scrimmage. I look at those things and say, if that's what his teammates are talking to him, and that's what's happening in the conversation in that locker room, I'm not mad at them bringing any of that to them. I think that that's all what you should. You're basically saying, hey, we want you to lead us, but this is what we need you to do to lead us properly. And I think as a leader, you need to listen to the people that you're supposed to be guiding and what they're telling you they need from you. And these are all things I think if you objectively watch the game, you see Caleb had some struggles with.
And this is the first time in his football career where he's really learning how to be a leader. I don't think you could be a leader in college football. I think the coach is always going to be the leader in college football. So right now he's learning to be a leader. And if these players, these veteran players, or even a guy like Rome Odunze, if he pulls them to the side to be receptive, to accept other ideals, to accept other people's visual thoughts of what happened on a certain play, that comes with being a leader. Even if you didn't see it, even if you don't like what they got to say, being receptive is being a great leader. And I hope Caleb continues to be receptive.
I agree with that. I think you got to be able to take the good with the bad. And if you want to be the best leader that you can be, one of the best leaders I ever met in my life in the military was a guy that listened to my concerns and was like, all right, bet we're going to try our best to figure that out. So I think that, hey, you can't be mad at everybody. You got to go out there and do your best, and you got to go out there and lead the team. But you got to also stick to your fundamentals, simply because I think the number one thing that it starts with is that footwork. Obviously, it's the operation first, but the footwork afterwards. And guys got to get timing right. And I think that's going to come along as the weeks goes on, bro.
I agree. Well, any other thoughts, ideas, anything y'all want to talk about before we get up out of here today, fellas?
Yeah, what y'all think about Declan Doyle saying on that missed pass to DJ Moore that DJ Moore improvised the route?
Oh, well, I would have believed him.
Yeah,
I would believe him because DJ Moore kind of sort of do his own thing. He ain't the best route runner. If he can find easier path to get to a destination, he'll do it. So I believe him. He a coach too. He watching this shit. So I gotta believe him.
Here's my only problem with that right now. If we were at the place where this system, this team had chemistry, we're talking about we're building off of for 2-3 years, you can do that. And this isn't a knock on Caleb. I just don't know if Caleb has a grasp of the system enough right now to where routes like that, improvised routes, that he's going to necessarily pick up on the way that he needs to pick up on it.
Absolutely, I agree 100%.
With that. I agree with that.
110%.
And I don't think, yes, they've been, teammates now going on their second season, but they didn't have, in my personal opinion, the best chemistry last year.
Yeah.
I think that they gotta build on that so they could be like, hey, if I'm open, just do this or do that. To where when some of the great quarterbacks look at their top wide receiver and they just give them that look, or they do a little signal or something, then the receiver just automatically just go do this. I don't think they built on that yet. So Haize, to your point, I think it's fair. Same.
You get mad at me if I say his Jamar Chase, because Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow got that type of rapport with each other.
Right.
His Jamar Chase has got to be Rome Odunze. That's what I think.
I think they still got to work on that too.
Yeah. I think ultimately it's probably going to be Luther Burden. Because Luther Burden is the best route runner, one of the best route runners on this team, and I do think it's not going to happen anytime soon. But if this thing works out between as we go on, I do think maybe by year 3 of Luther Burden, which would be Caleb Williams year 4, that's probably where you're going to see that. You remember like T.O. and Donovan. T.O. improvised routes. Randy Moss, Brady Randy Moss improvised. Almost every route was improvised by Randy Moss at that point in time. So like, I think that the ideal is getting there, and you do that by repetition and building it up. But I think Luther Burden has a great case to do that, because not only is he already a great set route runner, but he understands how to be elusive and use his body to create space. And think that's something you probably look for him as it goes on.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I agree with that. I agree 100%, because that's my guy, Luther Burden. That's my guy.
Well, listen, your guy got to get. Listen, I'm not here to judge him all the way, but that first step off the line was not as fast as I needed it to be against the Vikings.
He's a little nervous.
And that's probably what it is. That's why I'm not judging anybody, but like there are some things with that step. It was almost like he was like, "Which way did I go? Which way do I go? Like, what are you doing here, my boy? Just go out there and do your job. You good at it." So
they want us to talk about Braxton Jones. He was solid.
Hey,
he was solid in the pass game, the run game, though.
Yeah. Hey, the worst offensive lineman Sunday was Jonah Jackson.
Jonah Jackson by far.
Yes, talking. Yeah. Yes,
he was bad. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, Haize. We got Luke Newman, and he played pretty damn well in the preseason. I'm
telling you, like Jonah Jackson, you can start seeing like, oh, you did lose your starting position to a rookie last year, right? Like, I'm not making hard line takes right now. After one, I said I'm gonna wait till week 5 before I start my bullshit. But if that performance, we got 3 more games into the bye week. If we see that in 2 more out of those 3 games.
We got to get some of that money back, though. We just paid that man.
Yeah,
we gotta get some of that.
We gotta get a return,
bro. Like, you know what it is? I realized too. We gotta stop trading and signing people that already look like people.
Yes,
him and Darnell Wright look like brothers.
That's what exactly, saying, bro. Like,
what the fuck? Hell no. Absolutely, Evie. We definitely gonna have to be smarter on the football field. The penalties kicked our ass last game, for real.
That's a fact. Yeah, we got to be a more disciplined team for sure. That's without a doubt. So
we got super chats too before we.
Oh, did we?
I think did you get both of them?
I don't think.
I don't know. I was so busy roasting old boy. I don't even remember. Super chat. His problem is he needs to stop doing those Spider-Man flips. I mean, I don't think that's why he got hurt, Patty.
Well, yeah, he's ass boy.
I just see the one. Is there another one?
I
see 2.
Oh no, I accidentally pinned dumbass's comment. That's what.
Okay.
Yeah. But all right, y'all. We want to thank y'all for tuning in, man. You already know we'll be live during the game. Y'all stay supporting us as y'all always do. Y'all the best that in the building on YouTube. We appreciate y'all. Y'all can follow us at Shy Bear Central. You can send us any feedback, questions, comments, concerns. ChicagoBearCentral@gmail.com. Lastly, if you want to leave a text message and our voicemail for the mailbag, the number to do so 773-242-9. Oh, hold on, before we go. So I've been trying, and this is one of the things that I gotta stop doing, is try to do everything my fucking self. I want to build a Chi-Town Sports Central website. If any of y'all are web developers, I will pay you to do it. I tried like 3 times, and you ever look at something, you like, you know what? I'm just gonna pay for somebody to do it. That's where I'm at with the shit. So if any of y'all are website builders and developers, hit us up. Again, that email is shybearspodcast at shybearcentral at gmail.com. I forgot our email, but thank you guys for that one. We'll see you guys on the next one. Chi-Town up, bear down.